Hello there, Cancer. Welcome back to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. Thank you so much for being with me. If you are new, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here with us. And if you are returning, thank you so much for all of your love and support. I appreciate it so very much. I'm so happy that that my previous readings have been helpful to you and clarifying. So welcome back. I'm so happy to have you. This is going to be your April 2019 reading, okay, guys? Keep in mind that the reading is general and it may not reflect your current situation, but I do recommend revisiting the reading at the end of the month just in case your situation changes. If you find that this reading in particular does not resonate with you, I would take a look possibly at your last month's reading and see if that resonates with you, because if it does, then this reading could be indicative of the energies coming in for you. Okay, if not, that's all right. I'm maybe not tapping into your energy right now, and there are other tarot readers who are very wonderful, very excellent, and they could be able to provide you the guidance that I can't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, this community serves to heal and encourage everyone passing through, guys. So if you're looking for camaraderie and support, you are with the right soul family. What's going on. And the reading is general, guys, okay, not specific to love or work. Okay, this can really be applied to any situation that's currently taking up space in your mind or your heart. Okay, so this can be applied to anything. This could be for self-love as well, transformation, right, inner shifts. What's going on, please, for Cancer, April 2019, please. What's going on? What's going on for Cancer 2019? Okay. Things are falling back into place. Ooh. Things could be evening out in terms of finances. Okay, things could be coming back into balance. If you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there's a balance that's being reestablished in the connection. Okay, this could be for work as well. This could be a boss, right? They're finally paying you what you deserve, right? There might have been a financial situation where, you were getting paid minimum wage and you finally got a raise or something along those lines. And look at that with the Queen. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles with the Empress. So if you are married, right, if you're married or you are dealing with an earth sign, you guys could be expecting, okay, there could be pregnancy, okay. Be a little bit careful though with that Seven of Swords. Let's go ahead and see what's happening. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. Okay, here we go, perfect. Right, Cancer. Eight of Cups, beautiful. Leaving things behind. You might have been putting a lot of time and energy into something, invested a lot of yourself, and you've decided, you know what, this isn't really giving me what I deserve. This isn't really providing me the value that I've been putting in, and so I really need to just walk away from this. This isn't worth my time. Nothing wrong with that. Right now, you're in the Five of Pentacles energy, okay? You could be wondering whether or not the choice you've made or are thinking about making is really the right one. What's making it very difficult is the Six of Cups. So this could be a soulmate energy that you have with another person. There could be children involved, right? So while you want to walk away from a poor job, right, a job that doesn't value you, at the same time you still have dependents who need you to be able to provide, right? This could be learning how to receive, though. This could be learning how to receive. Like, you're making a transition, you feel kind of lonely, right? Like maybe it's like you feel like maybe you're the only one that believes in this vision, right? Like you are walking away from something or a connection or a situation, and you're the only person that believes this is the right decision to make. But with the Six of Cups, what is going to help you here, what could be helping you or hindering you, right, is the notion of receiving, right? So you might be at odds within yourself saying, I know what I deserve, but is this really the right way to go about it? And I feel like in some way you know it is, but you're not used to receiving. You're so used to giving. And so by taking something, by pursuing something with a little bit more ambition and aggression, It's foreign to you. And so you know this is the right thing, but your gentle nature typically keeps you from pushing, right? What's on your mind here is the Hanged Man. You're thinking about just not really doing very much, but in your heart, you know, you feel like moving forward no matter how slowly, right? Progressing forward with purpose, with a plan. You know that that's really the right thing. But there's something very massive about this decision that's making you look at everything and say, hold on. Like, do I really want to do this? In the recent past, you had the Two of Cups. This could be a connection for sure. Coming in, you've got the Four of Pentacles. More stagnance, okay? Really trying to hold on to something. You see yourself as justice, okay? Libra energy. Cutting something off, having to reestablish balance. In the environment, you've got the Nine of Swords. Your fear is the Hermit. You could be partnered or involved in some type of situation here with a Virgo. Your potential outcome, oof, the Ace of Wands, but the 9 wanted to come out, so I'm going to leave that right over here. The 9 of Pentacles, okay? So this is self-development. Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning. Okay, it's that spark, it's that creativity, it's the juice that fuels the chariot, right? So 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. If this is a connection, it's very lackluster. Okay, if this is a love situation, it's very lackluster. And in your mind, right? In your mind, you know that this isn't gonna change. You know that this situation is really gonna stay this way for the foreseeable future. Even though in your heart, what you really want is to progress forward. But coming in, there's more stagnance. Okay, someone here is greedy. Someone here is afraid to let go. But you, Cancer, are seeing yourself as justice. You're seeing yourself as completely prepared to do what you must in order to reestablish balance. There's a lot of toxicity possibly, or just a very big source of stagnance, right? There's stagnancy in this relationship. There's something here that's really not, you're investing too much and getting back too little. And that's the issue. And you realize that something has to be done in order to reestablish the balance. And this really freaks you out, okay? Because in the environment, you've got the Nine of Swords. A lot of anxiety. If this isn't you, this is the person you're with. They know something has to change. Someone's very unhappy. Okay, someone's very unhappy. Something needs to change, but someone is hesitant to change. And it looks like you might be the one that's a little bit hesitant right now. Could be dealing with a Pisces or another Cancer as well. This has to do with the individual, though. This needs the priority here. In order to get to this Ace of Wands, the priority has to be shifted from the other person to you. It looks like you're giving a lot of consideration. Yeah, Eight of Swords. You're giving a lot of consideration to this other party, this other person, this other thing. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you need to cut out of this. There's a lot of self-doubt. You're creating a prison where you really don't have to. You know the truth. This lack is here because you are looking at the situation. You're looking at the situation and you're trying to create something there that isn't there. Right? So if this is a love partnership, you're telling yourself that things will change when you see nothing is going to change. Like everything has been the same for like the last X number of years, or, you know, like how many times have you guys had this discussion and nothing changes? Kind of like that. Like it's, the proof is in the pudding and you're really hesitant. This could be a work relationship as well. This could just be a partnership of some kind where there's something fundamentally, something's fundamentally wrong. Something here is fundamentally just stagnant. And someone here recognizes that the right move is to move forward, right? But then there's another person here that wants to just stay still. Two of Wands. A decision has to be made. Yeah. If this is a Cancer or Pisces that you're thinking about, this is the person that doesn't want things to change. This is the person who could be telling you things are going to change and things aren't actually changing. Your fear here is of being single. With the Hermit and the Nine of Wands. Your fear here is either that somebody that you're with, if it's a Virgo, you're afraid that they're going to look at you differently. They're going to feel bad about the situation, right? You're really taking them into consideration so much that they're something that you're afraid of, right? That could be why you're allowing things to drag on. But at the same time, this could be, if it's not the Virgo, it could be the Virgo still. If this is just another person, this isn't you, right? You're afraid of them becoming detached. If you're in a codependent relationship, this could definitely be the case. Okay, if you're in a codependent relationship, the idea of them living life without you kind of makes you depressed. And it goes without saying that that's really not a very healthy way to live. Okay, that's very egocentric. Okay, I would highly recommend that you really consider where it is you want to go, what's important to you truly, right? Outside of a connection, if you could change everything, if you could make yourself magically not dependent on someone else's desire for you, how would you be living your life? And use that as a stepping stone towards becoming that, right? Start learning how to do things on your own without, you know, don't ask for permission to do things. Start slowly making time to do things on your own. Four of Pentacles, yeah. All right, last shuffle, finally. Sorry guys, I don't cut until I get that feeling. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah. Someone's about to release. You're gonna, if this is you as the Nine of Swords, that's about to be brought to an end. Okay? That's not gonna last very long. It's not gonna last very long. All right, King of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign. Six of Cups again. All right, if this is a partnership, this is with another water sign. This could be you, right? This could be you just learning how to let go of the old and let in the new, right? Learning how to not be afraid of change, learning that any progress is good progress. Or if it's another Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? This is someone who you're connected to romantically, emotionally even, right? And you're afraid of changing things. You guys are kind of like in two different camps. You guys are divided, right? You guys aren't really sure how to proceed in this connection. One person knows things aren't going to change and doesn't want to change anything. You know, another person knows that things need to change and wants to, but you guys are so sympathetic towards each other's situations that you're saying, you know, you guys are kind of giving each other the pass, like saying, okay, this kind of sucks and we should be changing things, but we're not because we've been in this for so long and I know that you don't really have the motivation right now, so we're just going to leave this as it is. And so things are dissatisfying, but they're remaining the same. It could also just be you, Cancer, learning how to receive. Finally, you're putting in work. Four of Wands right behind that. You're putting in work and you're learning how to receive. You're learning how to ask for the things that you want. Right? You're putting in that work and you're realizing, yes, I do deserve this. And no, it's not bad of me to want more and to vocalize that. With the Five of Pentacles here, Knight of Wands, absolutely. You are determined to get out of this lack mentality. You don't want to be here anymore. Right? You know what you need to do in order to bring in more love, bring in more money, bring in more satisfaction, bring in more self-love, right? You know exactly what you need to do and you're fired up, you're ready. What could be getting in the way of this is the Six of Cups, the Hierophant. Again, this could be children, right? This could most definitely be children. You guys are married. This could be a Taurus as well that you're involved with in a connection, a soulmate connection. If this is work, right? This could be just learning how to receive, learning how to ask for what you want, learning how to go for what you want, being ambitious. It's not afraid to push a little bit. Could be you starting a new business, deciding that, you know what, I want to leave this old business because the truth is it didn't satisfy me. There was no room to move up in the ranks, right? I couldn't get any management positions. My boss didn't respect me, whatever the reason, right? It wasn't for you. And so now you're understanding that there's nothing wrong with demanding more and expecting more and going for more. What's on your mind is the Hanged Man, the Ace of Pentacles, absolutely. If this is a person, right? If this is a person, you're thinking about an offer, right? It's almost like an offer that they can't refuse. You're thinking, you're trying to really, if it's a Pisces or a Cancer, right? This is a person, this Hanged Man, this person that doesn't want to change. This almost feels like an ultimatum, even though it's the Pentacle and not a Swords, right? It feels very much to me like you're going to give them some type of offer for a new beginning, and if they don't take it, then it's just kind of what it's got to be, and then you're going to move on. There's something very final, right? The Hanged Man wants to stay still, but the Ace of Pentacles desires to grow. So you're saying, look here, Hanged Man. This is my last and final, you know, this is my final attempt. This is my final attempt to speak, to get a little bit of reason into your head, right? You're waiting for an answer. I'm giving you the answer. If you don't want this, then there's a new beginning that is awaiting me, right? The Hanged Man could be a new beginning that's being held in suspension while you try to figure something else out, right? So there's like something is overlapping, right? Something old is kind of trickling out and coming to a close while this new thing is being stacked on top of it. And you're trying to find that sweet spot where you can smoothly transition from the old thing to the new thing. But someone here is resistant, either another person that you're dealing with or other people, right? Or it's just the other part of you, right? Your ego, especially with the eight of swords here, the part of you that's saying, no, this feels safe. This feels comfortable. And then you're saying, hell no, right, Cancer? You're like, hell to the no. I am ready for something new. We just need to bite the bullet and get this done. There's definitely a little bit of fear, but that's okay. In your heart, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. With the universe, you're upgrading. You're upgrading. The universe, the world, this is the end, right? So if this is a relationship between you and another person, this could be indicative of that you might be thinking progress has been slowed, but it hasn't actually been slowed. It's been completely stopped, right? You guys are at a complete and utter standstill. Like, you think about getting caught in traffic where you're only moving at 5 miles per hour. We're talking bumper to bumper, nothing is moving traffic. Okay, you are at a place where maybe you were thinking to yourself, oh, well, we can have this new beginning, once this person comes to this realization, right? Once they come to this realization, we can finally move forward. And no matter how little, no matter how slowly, as long as we're moving forward, we'll be good. The problem is this person doesn't intend to change. This person doesn't want to move forward. This person wants things to stay exactly the same, and they intend on that happening, right? If this is not between you and another person, this is just happening inside you, right? There's something here there's an opportunity here that hasn't been seized yet, or it's kind of waiting in the wings. Right, it's waiting in the wings until you figure out what this ending, right? The Knight of Wands is marching towards something that excites him. So you're coming out of this Five of Pentacles lack mentality, this lack energy, this lack situation, and you're moving towards fulfillment, full speed ahead. It's being made a little bit difficult by either a connection or other people involved in a work or marriage, committed, a commitment situation, possible spirituality as well, just not knowing how to receive that which you deserve, that it's, the things that you're working for. And it's that your progress up to this point is closing off an old situation. Yeah. A situation that you were just investing a lot of time into that has made you feel very tired. It's all paying off. And I almost want to say that this could actually also indicate that something is about to start up very quickly. What is this Two of Cups, please? Three of Wands. This could be a long distance connection with a Sagittarius. This could be, waiting to see if a connection between you and another person heals the way it needs to, right? Can harmony be reintroduced into the connection, right? Do you guys really have a reciprocating relationship? Can this really work? Right? You're waiting. You're trying to see if there's results that are going to come back from this. You could just be in a long distance relationship with somebody, though. And being in that long distance relationship could be causing some stress because you realize that you guys really aren't progressing towards marriage or commitment the way you want. This Four of Pentacles, the Hangman, yeah, stagnance. Ten of Wands, stagnance. The Devil, stagnance. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this person doesn't intend to change. Okay, this person is holding on to the connection not because they love you, but because they're greedy and they don't want to see you with another person. They don't love you. If they loved you, they would want to see you happy. And seeing you unhappy, because I feel like since the Nine of Swords is in the environment here, you are showing that you're very unhappy. Because you're also asking for more of them, and they're giving you this little song and dance of, yeah, just give me a second, yeah, let me wait for more information, yeah, let me just wait for a better time. They're giving you this song and dance of, yeah, we can have it, I just need more time. Right? But this person doesn't intend on changing. If they loved you, they would want to see you happy. They don't want to see you happy. They want to be happy. And how will they be happy? If they have you there. They can see you sad. It doesn't matter to them as long as they see that they have company. That's their ego. They are They don't have love for you. They have more love for themselves. They're being very selfish here by not wanting to do anything, at the very least, do something to progress the connection. There's no desire here to move forward from this person if it's a Capricorn. Could just be a person that, it doesn't even have to be a Capricorn. If it's just, it could be Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn. It could be any of the signs, right? Just someone who you're in a very like stop and go relationship with. It's been a huge burden. The fact that this has just not been going nowhere has been a huge burden to you. And what's coming in, unfortunately, with the four of Pentacles underneath, right? With the Four of Pentacles underneath, what's coming in is someone is going to have to make a decision to let go of a big burden. That could be in the form of communication. It could be in the form of the connection itself. But there's something about the connection itself that the fact that it's going nowhere is getting in the way of your growth. If this is work, the fact that a promotion hasn't been offered up at this point, the fact that all the work that you've been, the fact that you haven't published that book, the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Like something that has been worked on but now has just been pending. It's just been sitting there collecting dust, really not doing anything. Something about it now is creating a huge amount of stress in your life. And it's actually eating away at you because you want to move past it. This could be your ego, right? It just, part of you is afraid of moving forward, and you're trying to convince yourself that you're content with where you are and what you have, but you're not content. You're just actually really scared of this new beginning, which is normal, okay? But you can't allow that to dictate your actions, right? Your ego can say whatever it wants. The ego is a part of you, but it isn't you. Your consciousness, you get to decide who you want to be. Right? The ego can tell you whatever it wants, and you can just say, hey, ego, shut up. Sit your ass down. We're not doing this today. We're not playing this game, okay? Yeah, you're telling me that I want to start this new business venture, but it's going to take too long. Well, guess what? 5 years is going to come and go. Where do I want to be in 5 years? Do I want to have at least tried so I don't die of doubt and regret later? Right? Or should I just sit here and say, oh, you know what, ego, maybe you do know better. Ego don't know shit. All right, Cancer, I'm sorry, but ego don't know shit. Okay, don't listen to your ego. Don't listen to any of this fear bull crap with the with the Five of Pentacles and the Devil and then the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of self-doubt here. Don't get wrapped up in all this BS. You know the truth. You know what you need to do to move forward. So do it. And no one said it was going to be easy, but it is very simple. You know what you need to do. So just do it. It is going to hurt. It is going to suck. It is going to be uncomfortable. It is. But what hurts even more is the regret of knowing that you knew the answer and didn't do anything with it. That sucks. That stays with you forever. That stays with you forever. Knowing that you knew better and didn't do better, and now you're dealing with consequences that you really shouldn't have to because you decided that you didn't want to act in accordance with what you knew was right. That really, that just, it eats away at your soul. It eats away at your soul. And you have an opportunity here to really walk out of this situation. So take back control. Take back control, okay? Someone or something here doesn't want to change. You see it, you know it, you want to move past it, so do it. Don't let don't let all of this other self-doubt get in the way. You're better than all this. You see yourself as justice. You know what's happening. Seven of Cups. In this particular deck, the Seven of Cups represents the tainting of innocence, right? I almost want to say bastardize. The bastardization of innocence, right? There's something here that may have been, I'm thinking, the path to hell was paved with good intentions, right? It's like you are ready now to cut out things that maybe didn't originally intend to be toxic, right? Maybe the beginning of whatever this situation or circumstance is, maybe the beginning was beautiful, right? It was a beautiful union. You were excited when you started that job. You were excited when you dreamed of this new venture. But the thing is that the hard work that's required is making things a little bit iffy. This could involve legalities as well. If you're not dealing with a Libra, right? If you're not in some kind of like let's put it this way. If you're involved with a Libra, right? It's this Libra who really is more interested in the physical aspects of the relationship and not so much in the commitment aspects. That's why they're holding things still. If this is a legal situation, right, this could involve you could be playing with the idea of divorce, And that's why you're so distraught. All right? Because you're thinking back to this connection and you're saying, well, things were great before. Do I really want to do this? You never make decisions in the present about the way things were. Things are changing all the time. And where you are now, okay, could be completely different than where you were in the past. The past, you made the decisions you did in the past because those were the conditions back then. When conditions change the way they have now, that's when you make your decisions now, based on the information that you have now. Okay? You can't project what was from the past onto your present situation. Okay? Because then you would just be lying to yourself. And you see the truth here. Okay? There could be a legality here where someone wants to take advantage of you. All right? So someone here, there could be some type of documentation or some type of situation that's really getting nowhere. And you're getting a feeling that someone is doing that on purpose. And they are. Okay? Someone here, if you have any kind of paperwork coming in, make sure you read the fine print, Cancer. Okay? Because someone here might be dressing up an innocent situation, a straightforward situation, and they're actually, what they're doing is they're getting you to agree to something that's going to take the simplicity out of it. Don't accept any kind of documentation right now at face value at all. Make sure you flip through it. Make sure you read the fine print. Take time to really marinate on the content. Make sure you're really reading through things. Okay? You're seeing yourself at the very least cutting out the things that no longer serve. People, places, circumstances. Things that may have started out great but have devolved into this overly simplistic, almost like a hedonistic type of circumstance, right? Where you had friends before, friendships that were really fulfilling before, but now your friendships where you guys were always there for each other through thick and through thin, now they've devolved into like, now you guys are just drinking buddies. And you don't want to drink anymore, but they try to get you out to drink. Right? Something like that, where you reminisce and you're like, oh, it was so good before. What happened? That's what happened. People change. Circumstances change. People's dreams change. Right? So I feel like this is kind of like a divide. You see yourself as having to make decisions about things that were once of very high value to you. And because those things have changed, you're like, I might have to drop the sword here. I might really have to drop the sword here. Because things are just changing and I'm not really willing to accept the reality of what this could mean. Right? Good for you. Good for you, Cancer. You deserve the best. 9 of Swords is in your environment. It could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with as well. 9 of Swords is knowing, okay? Knowing that this is part of the process. All right? This could be a huge awakening for you as well. The death, the rebirth, right? Phoenix rising. Rising from the ashes. This could be that you know exactly what needs to be done in order to experience this rebirth, right? Could be that you've been having dreams as well about what your new life could look like. And then you wake up and you're like, this is not the life that I dreamt of. Right? And so you're reevaluating everything, and you know, you're confronted with the truth. Point blank period, Cancer, you're confronted with the truth. Okay? And knowing what needs to get done next is part of your anxiety. If there's a Scorpio that you're involved with, they know what's about to happen. They know that you see their intentions. They know what you're thinking. Scorpios are very intuitive. They know what you're thinking. And it really ails them. There could be something that they feel like they can't control. It could be them undergoing this 8 of Swords energy, right? It could be them that's very full of self-doubt. You're the goer, like you're the doer. You're ready to expand. You're ready to commit. You're ready to embark on a new journey. You're ready. You're ambitious. You're fired up. But this person knows that they're not in the same headspace. They're not on the same level, and they feel like in your vigor, in your renewed vigor for life, they might actually lose out on you. There's a codependent energy here, you know, so they might be really attached to you and they see you going places and they don't want to be left alone. Be very careful. I'm surprised I haven't seen the 5 of Swords yet. The Hermit, right? The Lovers, right? This could be a Virgo, Gemini, you know, relationship that you have. Someone with a Virgo or with a Gemini. You could have Virgo or Gemini in your chart. Any one of these you could have in your chart as well. Taurus, Scorpio, Sag, right? You could have any of these in your chart. But you're afraid of being separate from a relationship. You're afraid of continued separation if you are in a long distance relationship, or you're afraid of the disconnect that you're experiencing with this relationship. But you realize there's a choice that needs to be made. And in a way, if not, feeling lonely within the relationship is already bad enough, you're kind of afraid of what being single will look like. right? If this is, you know, overall, this doesn't have to be love, right? This could just be that you're afraid of the hard choice that you're going to have to make. You're going within, you're finding the clarity, and you realize that there's a very, very, very real possibility that you're not going to like what the answer is going to be. You're not going to like what the next step is going to have to be. You're looking at it and you wish things were easy, and you're like, actually, this is really freaking hard. Changing is really hard, right? You see the shift happening, and you're like, you're afraid of missing the boat because you know where you want to go, right? You're gung-ho. You're ready to leave this lack mentality. You're ready. But at the same time, you're scared of how hard this transition could be. Okay? That's okay. That's normal. But you have to move, no matter how slowly, right? Knight of Pentacles, no matter how slowly, you have to make sure that you take it step by step, more in the direction of what you know you need. Okay? So whatever that looks like for you, start slow. Okay? If you are having a huge hang up right now emotionally because you find that you're in a very codependent relationship, right? Heavy soulmate energy here. Okay, especially with the Two of Cups, right? This could be a very difficult connection, and because of the codependency, it might be in your best interest, because I understand it's the 3D, right? It's a 3D. This isn't so cut and dry where you can just say, well, cut it off. You have to leave. I'm going to tell you that, Cancer. You definitely, if this is a codependent relationship and you know that it's no longer serving you, you definitely need to leave. That goes without saying. But I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it so that it's said. But, okay, if this is a codependent relationship, I highly recommend that you first start to, part of codependency, right? Part of the codependency, that leg that the ego gets to stand on, is the one that says that when you're alone, when you are the individual, the nine of Pentacles, sorry. When you are alone, when you are the individual, right? When you are the Virgo, when you are the Nine of Pentacles, when you are separate from a person, a connection, maybe you don't have skills, right? The codependency, the ego says, well, who's going to love you? First of all, you need to believe first that you are lovable. How do you do that? You make sure that you develop yourself, right? Who are you? Do you like watching anime? You know, do you like watching anime? Maybe you've stopped watching anime, you know, because you were with this person who thought it was stupid, right? But that's something that actually is a huge interest that you really enjoy. It works the juices in your mind, right? Creativity. Maybe you love to draw. Maybe you love to write. Maybe you've always wanted to try archery. Maybe, you know, you like to sing. Maybe you're a dancer, right? There's something about whatever this connection is or was, right, that kept you. It blocked you, right? It kept you from really flourishing as the individual that you are. And so in order to start re-adding this value that the ego insists that you don't have, which you do, right? But I understand when you're in this weird solitude in your own brain, you feel trapped. And it's something that you can walk out of, but that you don't know you can walk out of. No one can force you out of it either, right? So if you are at a point, Cancer, where you do realize that this situation no longer serves you, and you do realize that it is very hugely an ego problem, it is very, very, you know these are all lies, but your brain can't stop telling you them, and you're kind of believing them now. The way you combat that is by taking action and adding something of value to your own personal, your own inner sanctuary, right? You add value by engaging in activities that you enjoy and by getting better. Because while the ego can sit there and say, well, you know, you're not really that smart, you can say, well, I read a chapter out of my book today. Right? I read a chapter out of that book, or I listened to a podcast today. Even if it was just, you know, 10 minutes of it. Start slowly chipping away at the things that you know will add value to you, to yourself. So that way, every time the part of you, the ego, says, hey, well, you know, how will you ever be without this person? No one will ever love you. You say, yes, someone will definitely love me because I'm smart and I'm funny, right? And I am creative and I love with all of my heart, and I, you know, make sure that I take care of myself, and I only ever engage in things that make me feel good. And the person who will love me, like most people, will be appreciative that I take such good care of my life and add so much value to my experience. That's how you combat the ego. You starve the ego and you feed your consciousness. The part of you that lives on purpose. Right? So the part of you that's saying, well, I know there's more than this. I know that there's more than this stagnancy. That's your consciousness talking. That's good. Your consciousness is like trying to shake you at the shoulders and say, wake up. Like, this ego doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Right, Cancer? There's something here that wants to keep you still, and there's a part of you that knows no, no more. This could be a connection. If that's the case, I will say it. This is toxic. Start creating an exit plan. Codependency is hard, but living with regret later down the line is even harder. You don't want to be there. All right? Removing myself from the love situation, if this is work, this is work. If this is self, there's something here, something stagnant, something that has outlived its purpose, something that at this point could be causing you an incredible amount of harm that you know you need to walk out of, that you know you need to transition out of. And you're feeling a little bit guilty because you don't know whether or not this is what you deserve, or this is uncharted territory, very unfamiliar, and you're afraid that maybe you're making the wrong choice, right? You're not making the wrong choice if it's what you love and you can see yourself doing it. Okay? The only bad choices are the ones that you're not willing to work for because you know that they don't make you happy. Making the wrong choices are the ones where you know they're just not right for you. Okay, don't jeopardize yourself either. If this is a financial situation, make sure that you tie up loose ends and make sure that you have enough moving forward, right? Don't quit your job today if you don't have any kind of cash flow coming in, but start working on that source of cash flow while you're exiting out this situation with your old job, for example. Okay? And the outcome with the Ace of Wands, a brand new beginning, ambition, motivation. 8 of Wands, it's coming in quick, baby. King of Swords, coming in fast. 5 of Cups. You could be feeling a little bit disappointed, right? This is hard. This is very hard. Hold on. 8 of Wands, this could be swift communication coming in from an air sign, all right? If you're dealing with a Gemini, this is definitely the case. All right? And because we've got 8 of Wands, we've got fire energy, you could be having very fast, like super fast, truthful, honest communication from a fire sign. Sagittarius, very heavy here as well. Right? And you do have, with the water here, we've got Scorpio as well, with the King of Cups as the overarching energy. But this is someone who's becoming emotionally vulnerable with you, or just a sense of overall emotional vulnerability. Someone here in the outcome is going to say what they need to say to close off the past. This could be, it could be explaining that they felt really disappointed that things turned out the way that they did. That could be the truth. That could be the gateway conversation that needs to be had to repair a situation as well, right? There are new beginnings here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. There are new beginnings here. Okay, so codependency is a difficult issue to work through, but it isn't impossible, right? We've got the Ace of Swords here too. It's not impossible, but if there is no progress, okay, decisions must be made. And this could also be speaking to leaving something in the past and moving forward towards a future that you know values you the way you value it. Something that will actually, when you invest your time and energy, is going to show you a return on your investment and time and everything that you've put in. Okay? For me personally, with the overarching energy being the 8 of Cups, to me this is talking about either walking away from an old self-limiting belief system that you have, if that's what this devil represents to you, or it's talking about walking away from a connection with a Gemini, walking away from that connection because it's codependent. Someone here is, is feeling trapped or wants you to feel trapped. Okay? There could be children involved. This could be speaking to transformation and how in order to make things change, something very significant needs to be stopped. This could be drinking, right? This could be a drinking, drugs, other kind of like self-harming behavior. That in order for this to progress forward, whatever this self-sabotage is, with the 8 of Swords as well, whatever this self-sabotage behavior is, that needs to be cut off. And if it doesn't get cut off, you really need to take responsibility for the consequences of this situation and say, you know what? Things are not changing. It's obvious to me that these other people don't want things to change. And so now I really just need to go. I need to eliminate myself. I need to separate myself, right? I need to separate myself. I need some time away to get my mind together so I can really think about this and ask myself if this is what I want, if this is how I can see my life being. Remember, the 9 of Swords with the 10 of Swords came out as well. So someone, whoever this is, could be the Scorpio you're dealing with, or it could be you, right? Someone here is realizing that being anxious is a part of the process, right? Being afraid of this growth or this transformation. Something's going to happen where you're going to realize, you know what? I'm tired. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Feeling confident in your ability to start over, feeling confident in your ability to walk away from a situation that no longer serves you. Okay? Yeah. So heavy Scorpio, heavy Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Saggy, heavy Sagittarius. Virgo as well, very heavy Virgo. Libra is represented too. Very strong Libra with the King of Swords and Justice. But yeah, don't be afraid. Okay, I know that's easier said than done, but you have to start wiring into your brain, right? The only way is through exposure. You have to start rewiring your brain to understand that there's nothing bad about change. There's nothing bad about growth. There's nothing bad about how uncomfortable things get. It's part of the process. This is how it all works. Get from point A to point B. And all of that gray space in the middle is just kind of the ups and downs you have to go through in order to get to the end game. It's all part of the process. It's okay to be afraid. Don't let it guide you. Don't let it keep you from pursuing that which you know is more fulfilling. Let's say that, because fear is very valuable. Fear is very valuable. So it's not to not be afraid. Be afraid. That's fine. That shows that you understand the gravity of the situation, right? Be afraid. That's okay. But use that fear to guide your plan, right? Fear can tell you a lot about yourself. All right? Don't let the fear keep you stagnant. Use it as a tool to move forward. Okay? Fear can be a very great guiding force. All right? So I'm going to leave it there. You guys. I could sit here and talk to you all day. I love you guys so very much. Cancer, you guys make my heart sing. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that if this was useful to you, you know, that it continues to provide you guidance and clarity in order to move forward. And I will see you guys next time, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you. Mwah. Take care, okay? April's going to be amazing. Mwah. Bye, guys.